Hello everybody, today I would like to make the second video for car X. As you can remember, we made the first video according to the connections here. Sorry for that. According to the connections here, we set the connections right there and the LED is now on. Let me start my PlayStation and I would like to show you the settings for the Windows for the first time. You hear the sound, that beep sound makes our PlayStation is now initializing. How's it going, people? By the way, if you didn't watch our previous video, it's the time to watch our previous video about how to record your PlayStation gaming experience. Alright, let's continue with our account with the password, guys. No password? Yep. So over here, first of all, we need to go to settings. You know, all of the selections need to be X. In the settings page, you need to go to system. You need to use your up and down button and your X button to select. And over here, the second option from top is HDMI, guys. And then set the right click and down to HDCP. So it says enable HDCP. Now you need to turn it off, guys, like this. If you turn off the settings or the settings, some games and apps can't be used is the alert. But if you would like to see the screen in your laptop and then with your OBS, so this is the settings you need to do as a must. And now after you download the Elgato software, okay, it says 1 moment please. Oh, you cannot see? Sorry for that. Okay, it says 1 moment please. Alright, now your PlayStation screen appeared here. Maybe you cannot see, but it says 1K, actually 1080p 59. Capture is 1080 pixels and the hertz is frame rate is 59. This is megabit per second, 26.7, and it says 707 gigabytes free on C drive. Now, as you can see, I'm clicking, but it's not working because this is just the screen share, guys. If you want to make a recording, actually, meanwhile, you see we have got two files over here. These files are temporary files. Let me show you first. Just go to settings and okay, let's get started from the very beginning of the preferences. So in the general section it says enable stream link. This is beta and this is the format. You can set your format up to something different, but currently I don't need it. And just over here, I would like to check the software update. It says you are up to date. 4K capture utility 1715-10349 is currently the newest version available, guys. This is perfect. And if you want, you can automatically check for updates. Nothing else on the bottom section. So our device is Elgato 4KX. If you got any other devices, you can check over here. But this firmware version MCU 23.12.21. Let me check update firmware if it's available. Oh, yes. So the firmware update is now available. It says please disconnect all HDMI cables from the device before clicking update. I will do it later on, no worries. But for these settings, let's continue. So audio input gonna be HDMI audio because I'm using HDMI cable. If you would like to use the audio jack, you need to select audio as analog audio, guys. It says HDMI color range, just bypass, same as input, it's okay. And input EDID mode is display, as you can see the display, and EDID internal is just default. You can also change it by custom or the other preset values. You can also adjust brightness, contrast, saturation, and hue by the color of the, warmness, warm value actually. If it's warm or cold, by the color as hue. In the picture settings, let's go with recording. So I choose library location to my desktop, guys. You can click on change and change your recording directory. As you can see, your screenshot location will be your desktop. You can change it. Actually, I changed it by change button here. Our video encoder is gonna be automatic with Intel R. I don't have any NVIDIA graphic card here. This is Intel Arc graphics, and the format gonna be 1K, as known as 1080 P60, means 60 Hertz. You can also increase the recordings. I will try, because these are experimental, because if I change it, you will see the bit rates here, and the output gonna be very long. For example, by the 1080p60 selection, and the bit rate might be a moderate, maybe less than a moderate, gonna make 1 hour recording 11 and 7 gigabytes, guys. So if I increase either bitrate or the format as a maximum, you will see the triangle and warning you in the yellow triangle. It says per hour your recording gonna be 26.4 gigabit, maybe more than this, because this is estimate. And it says we have got 706 gigabit free on C, the folder, directory. So it should be alright, but you're gonna make very less amount, very few amount of videos. So I think instead of bitrate, if you are recording very long, you might decrease it to something 22 megabits and decrease the format. But this is really up to you. If you are going live, this will be alright. You see, every hour you will create 10 gigabit as a file output, guys. This is very good. You can actually choose and change it. To be honest, I prefer like a 10 gigabyte per hour is acceptable. Either your bitrate or format, it should be fine. If you increase bitrate, you will get very refreshed. On every second, you will get high refresh rate. But the format means your wide, how width, how high your picture gonna be. Actually, your video gonna be. And enable flashback recording. It says flashback recording temporarily stores your gameplay so you can slide back in time and record retroactively. This is interesting. So the duration is 2 hours. It's totally fine now. So what about microphone? When you choose the microphone, it says audio input is here as default if you have any analog input by the microphone. Currently I didn't insert, so you will see no color change. But when you choose microphone, the default one by my laptop, you can hear my sound from the laptop. You can also set the input gain by scrolling this button here. Also monodynamics and monitor audio is available, guys. So this is the settings. I'm gonna discard it. So what you need to do, I repeat one more time, just enable HDCP and go to top right corner and do your settings by your own side. If you made a mistake, you can see reset default button on the bottom left corner. This is pretty cool. Also, we have a library here on the side. You can see all of my recording testing, also 4K videos, long 4K videos, short videos, small videos, title, game, durations, date, size, format. You can filter them. This is good by the library. And what about the capture? I would like to show you that how can I capture my game for you guys. In the end of this video, I will edit it for you. If you want to get started, you will see the red button, just press onto it. And now the recording has been started, guys. And I will continue with the screen capture. This is the microphone, you don't forget to turn it on. So if you turn on your microphone, that's gonna make a little more sense for you. And then I will half size my laptop screen. And now we can easily focus on our new game. Alright, so just O button to go back. And let's get started, guys, to play Spider-Man or Sonic. Yeah, we need to insert disk. I can do it later on for sure. Spider-Man. Oh, it's still insert the disk. Okay, for a quick video, which game I can play? Last Guardian. Okay, I didn't start it yet. What about this game? Dragon Ball. Okay, I think I need to insert the disc because I would like to play the game. Okay, I will go with Sonic. I all the time hesitate which way is the correct way. So if I made a mistake for Sonic's game, it will let me know. Okay. Let's play the game.